Trump's Gaza plan defies international law. 10 days ago, U.S. President Donald Trump described Gaza as a demolition site and suggested that it should be cleaned out. At first, it was unclear how serious he was, but now, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visiting Washington, it's obvious that Trump is fully committed to his plan. His proposal marks one of the biggest shifts in U.S. policy on Israel and Palestine in recent history, and it directly challenges international law. Aside from how people in the region will react, Trump's plan could also disrupt ongoing ceasefire talks and hostage negotiations at a critical moment. Trump and his team claim that permanently Palestinians outside Gaza is a humanitarian effort, arguing that there's no alternative because Gaza is now in ruins. However, under international law, forcibly relocating populations is illegal. Palestinians and Arab nations see this as an attempt to expel them from their land, essentially an act of ethnic cleansing. That's why Arab leaders have strongly rejected Trump's ideas. Over the past 10 days, he has repeatedly suggested that Egypt and Jordan should take in Palestinians from Gaza. In response, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, the Palestinian Authority, and the Arab League issued a statement warning that such actions could destabilize the region, escalate the conflict, and destroy any hope for peace. For years, Israel's ultranationalist far-right has pushed to remove Palestinians from occupied territories and replace them with Jewish settlements. Since the October 7, 2023, attacks on Israel, these groups, some of whom are part of Netanyahu's coalition, have called for the war against Hamas to continue indefinitely and for Israeli settlements to be rebuilt in Gaza. They oppose the current ceasefire and hostage deal. During a White House press conference with Netanyahu, Trump went even further than before. He suggested that the U.S. would take over Gaza and rebuild it. When asked if Palestinians would be allowed to return, he vaguely said it would be open to the world's people, adding later, also Palestinians. Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff, summed up the administration's approach by saying, "This guy knows real estate." As Trump described his vision of turning Gaza into the Riviera of the Middle East, when asked if U.S. troops would be involved in taking control of Gaza, Trump responded, "We'll do what is necessary." His plan represents the most dramatic shift in U.S. policy on Gaza since Israel was established in 1948 and since the 1967 war, when Israel began occupying Palestinian territories. Gaza has long been home to Palestinians who were displaced during those conflicts, and today, their descendants make up most of its 2 million residents. If Trump's plan moves forward, those people would be forced to leave, possibly to other Arab countries or even beyond the region. He calls it permanent resettlement, but to Palestinians and the wider Arab world, it looks like a mass expulsion. His proposal would also make a two-state solution virtually impossible. While Netanyahu supporters and Israel's far-right settler movement will welcome Trump's stance, Palestinians see it as a form of collective punishment on a massive scale.